Hi, ladies and gents. My name is Lebo from Matlazana Tech, and I'm here today with
Palese Ntshanga.
Palese Ntshanga from Fundani. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. I think we last met at the UNISA hackathon, and today you guys were presenting here to the Kgalema Motlanthe Foundation kids. How are you finding the experience here so far?
I was so anxious coming here, but I settled down when I saw the kids and how they interacted, and also the first lady. She kept the flow going, so yeah.
It was pretty awesome. I was in there as well. The kids were very interactive and they're very knowledgeable.
Yeah, they know a lot. They know a lot.
Okay, but just jumping into Fundani, if somebody doesn't know what you guys are about, how would you explain that?
So Fundani is an educational chatbot for high school learners. It is aimed at helping them understand concepts better that they didn't understand in class, and also it gives them access to question papers.
Awesome. I saw you going through a practical sort of run through of the application, and you speak casually about question papers and stuff like that. Back in the day, those used to be like hard to find, you know, and with this app being in place, it becomes very easy for them to find it. How would you explain the journey of me, for example, as a student looking for a question paper on the app?
So firstly, you would have to have Fundani's number on your phone, or we have like in these t-shirts we have like a scanner code that you can scan to get the number. Then when you get on WhatsApp, you greet the bot, so be polite. Just say hi, and then it's going to tell you that it is Fundani and what it does. It's going to also give you a quick guide on what to do, right? It's going to give you like the prompts that you can use and how to ask for question papers. But if you want question papers, you can just say, may I please have question papers? And it's going to give you a list of question papers, and you can choose a question paper from the list.
That is awesome. I'm sitting here thinking, looking for question papers sometimes can be quite daunting or difficult, right? How do you ensure that the question papers that are then retrieved are the correct ones for the correct year and so forth?
So we had to go and do manual work. So we had to go find the question papers, centralize them, and get a few people to test it out. So we had a problem with when you're asking for a life science question paper, you'd get a geography one. So it's human error because it is AI, but we also have to teach it. So we had to go in manually to just say, okay, this is a geography question paper and this is a life science question paper. So it knows the difference.
Okay, and I'm guessing through that training, it would also be familiar with the concepts and context that are on those question papers. Would students be able to ask a general question that is based on the question paper?
Yes. So we gave it like a knowledge base of the curriculum and also study guides and textbooks that are used in public schools. Okay. So every time you ask a question or you get a question from a question paper, it's going to take the question and it's going to search it in the database that we have given it. So you get like an answer that is in line with your curriculum.
That is awesome, and I'm thinking here maths might be a very difficult subject to be able to ask questions in natural language, right? Yeah. I'm just wondering how the responses are from your bot. Do they pictorially show graphs and stuff like that?
Not at the moment. We have not done picture processing yet. Okay. So it's going to reply in text. So it's going to explain what you need to do. So if it cannot display what you need, it's going to give you a breakdown of how to get to that part.
Okay, and let's say I'm a naughty student and I'm asking something that is outside the curriculum. What would the app do in that case?
So if you're asking something that is outside of the curriculum and in line with WhatsApp standards and also OpenAI, it's gonna give you an answer from OpenAI. But if your question is out of line, then it's gonna tell you that it cannot answer the question.
Oh, awesome. So there's OpenAI integration into the bot?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about that. How is that?
So with OpenAI, we wanted it to we wanted to give our bot like a personality.
Okay.
So we wanted to give it a personality of a teacher. So when you ask questions, it replies to you the same way that your teacher replies. So you are familiar with the response.
That is awesome. And you said you were studying philosophy, right?
No, I studied philosophy in my first year, but I did computer sciences.
Okay.
And now I am doing software engineering at Within Code.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking, is that maybe your philosophy background that came into play to say, let's try to humanize this beyond the curriculum?
I mean, they integrate.
Yes, yes, and I think it gives it a personal touch, honestly. I like that it's not just scoped to just the curriculum itself. And I heard in the presentation that at the moment you guys are catering for matriculants.
Yes.
Is there any plans to widen the scope?
Yeah, because we were still looking for sponsors. We need someone who's going to fuel the running of the chatbot, because it is very costly. And at the moment, we are sponsoring the day-to-day running of the chatbot. So if we get sponsors, then we're going to integrate into other grades.
So what sort of sponsors are you looking for, or partners in that case?
So we don't want the learners to pay for themselves, right?
Okay.
So we want someone who's going to pay for them. So you sponsor a group of students and we give them access to the chatbot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But don't be afraid to name them. Are you looking for the Department of Education to jump on board? Are you
Definitely. It'd be great to work with them. And also we can also be able to point out some of the errors in the chatbots. So for instance, when you're asking a school question and then it answers you but not according to the exam guidelines, then they can spot that, because we don't work with the curriculum and the curriculum changes, so we wouldn't know if it's not the correct answer. Yeah.
That's true, because you also don't want to, you might lose your users' confidence if your answers are not correct, and by partnering with such institutions, they might just assist you guys in that regard. But let's take a step back a bit here. There's 3 of you guys who've co-founded Fundani, am I right?
There is 4.
There is 4?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How did you guys meet? And what led to the formulation of this idea?
So we all met this year in March at Within Code when we started. And then how Fundani came about is that me and the other co-founder, Lehlohonolo, went to a hackathon, and we had to come up with a solution that empowers local and rural economies. And we thought of getting Fundani solely because of my personal experience when I was studying in Eastern Cape and how the schooling system is in Eastern Cape. So we decided to come up with Fundani. But we couldn't achieve some of the things that we needed to achieve with Fundani. So we recruited 2 other members from our class, which is Andy and Kasim.
Oh, okay. And in terms of the hackathon itself, you guys came position 2.
Yes.
Right? How has that experience been so far? There was prize money, I'm guessing.
Yes.
So how did you guys utilize that in any way to, push the, if you guys went that route? Let me phrase it this way. What has that hackathon done for Fundani?
I think it's opportunities like this. So ever since we've been to the hackathon, we've had people inviting us to come demo the bot to learners, demo the bot for certain people. So it has opened a lot of opportunities for us, and we've met a lot of people who actually want to partner with Fundani, and we see the potential in Fundani.
That is awesome. You had a chat with the president today.
Yeah.
Were there any remnants of some of the struggles that you guys are having with Fundani and how you guys could be assisted?
Well, here and there. I mean, they're all people and they don't understand what AI is, and also they don't really trust AI that much because they think AI is here to steal their jobs and make us lazy. But all in all, AI is there for convenience. And to also make our lives easier. So I think if we can start teaching the older generation that AI is not here to do wrong, but also to fix some things and also make life easier, then I think we need to start there.
That is awesome, man. My final question would be, you guys had to build this thing in such a short space of time at a hackathon, and you came position 2, right?
Yes.
I'm sitting here thinking, you know, it's very tough to build software with 2 people collaborating over months, you know, or 3 people collaborating over months. You guys built a solution in what, 48 hours?
Yeah.
So what has been the challenges of building such an application?
I think obtaining APIs, so getting access to APIs, and also with Python, we're not really that proficient in Python, so we had to really work hard to be proficient and also do a lot of research. And also, because it's an educational app, we had to also consult teachers that we know, teachers in our circle, to just say, okay, is this correct? Is this in line? Where can I get the curriculum? Where can I get exam guidelines? Yeah.
Awesome. So lastly, to the camera, if somebody is looking to use the bot, how do they go about using it?
You can search Fundani on the internet, so it's fundani.co.za, and it has the number on the website. Or ideally, what is the number? Can we call the number?
Can we call the number?
Yeah.
Do you guys have the number? All right. Okay.
So, ideally, the number is 076 095 1795. Yeah.
Awesome. And we'll also put it in the description and the link to the website in the video. So thank you so much for honoring this interview. I spoke to you last at UNISA. It was a bit rowdy. You guys were a bit tired. So I really sort of enjoyed the presentation that you guys did and the engagement that the students were having with you guys, especially around the topic of AI.
Yeah,
and how
it was a tough crowd.
It was a tough crowd, eh? But I really enjoyed the conversation and how curious they are and how fearful they are of AI potentially taking people's jobs and stuff like that. But I think you guys handled it well.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully.
But thank you so much for honoring this interview, and hopefully we'll get to rub shoulders soon.
Thank you for inviting me.
Perfect. Shot.